So every now and then you get a chance to chop it up with a guy named Bill Wiedemann. How you doing, Bill?
I'm doing great. Good to be on with you. It's fun to I love your spirit and it's going to be fun. I'm going to enjoy it. So let's
All
have some
right, so
fun.
Bill, show everyone what we just did, by the way.
I'm sorry, what?
Show everyone what we just did. You talk
Oh,
about fun.
we did this.
Yeah. Get the
Get some
blood
oxygen
flowing,
in
get
the
some
brain,
oxygen
get
to the brain.
excited, get going.
Yeah, exactly. So we have a little bit of fun before the podcast.
Absolutely.
So you just showed me something cool as hell. Get me out the mask. Where's
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah, sure. I got it right here. So,
and
uh,
you designed this mask so that people can go to the bank and withdraw as much money as they can carry, correct?
absolutely right. You just put it on and you go in and get millions of dollars out of the bank. You got it. Yeah, it does look a little bit like that. And the viewers may have seen these. I mean, they've been advertised now for a couple of years, and there's millions of these things sold every month. So it's crazy. If you haven't seen an ad, unfortunately, now you're going to see one because these voices are going into your computer or into your phone. So,
So show them the
but
other side of the mask, what it actually
Oh,
does.
sure, sure, sure. Yeah. So I'm going to actually turn it on here and you'll see the whole idea is it's for skin rejuvenation. So it's the helpful and healthful wavelengths of the sun that cause your skin to grow young again. So it's a very natural process. I'm going to just turn it on. This, by the way, is the lowest power. If I turn it up higher, just over saturation. So we have these three different levels. But what this does is it covers the vast majority of your skin on your face. There are other products that we have that go, for inside the spa and things, but this is a take-home product.
Hey, Bill,
And
I was gonna say the light looked like the light went out by you.
oh no, maybe I was holding my hand over. I don't know, maybe it glitched or
No, no,
something.
you're good. You're good now. For a second there, it was darker in the background.
Oh, no problem.
So a lot of people are scared to death to start a business. When did you start this journey?
I started this about 10 years ago, and I had done a couple of other startups. In the 90s, I did a venture capital backed startup for network security, and it had 150 employees. And once you do that, then you bounce around to a couple, companies want your magic secrets, so you can get there. So I would go different places for 10 years and help them at sales, marketing, and business development. Then about 10 years ago, I said, hey, I want to do it again, but I want to do it myself. I don't need to raise any money. So I did kind of what Jim Carrey did. I don't know if the listeners know Jim Carrey as an actor, but when he first started out, he was very, very, had no money, was sleeping in the streets essentially. And he got a check and he wrote a $10 million check to his dad and he put it in his wallet. And he said, I want to make this $10 million check good. And he did. So, you have a goal of what you want to do, and then everything that you do throughout the day drives what you're doing that day because you have this overarching goal up there. And so I wanted to start something, and I said, hey, I want to open up my eyes and my ears and figure out, what's out there and what kind of space. And, you have friends like you and that say, hey, why don't you consider something like this? I had a couple of estheticians that I knew that said, hey, Bill, why don't you come over to this trade show, this industry trade show here? I want to show you, what's in the beauty space. And I walked around and they said, this area over here is a good product area. This one's not so good. This one's ripe for the development, those kind of things. And then I went and talked to the other companies in the space. And I said, hey, I'm thinking of starting a red light therapy product company. And they said, well, here's the kind of the area that nobody's really doing much in right now. And so I looked at that and started in the red light space for the estheticians. People had $5,000 products and $4,000 products, and then you got down to the 300 and the 100 and the $200 products that you can see on Amazon and other places. And unfortunately, the vast majority of red light products do nothing. In fact, many of the companies at the trade shows, their products don't do anything. They're just trying to convince people that they're going to do something, and they're selling, 1,000 units, 2,000 units a month. But so I went in and designed a next generation product. I actually did it in my room at my
Design
house.
this? You
What was
designed
that?
you designed this piece?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, the predecessor to this is a in-clinic product that goes over the whole face. It's 11 by 17, a double-sized sheet of paper, and it covers the whole face. That's an $1,800 product that
Does it cover like I'm bald, so does it cover like the top of the head and the back also?
That's not our space. And people always ask me, can they use our red light therapy for hair growth and minimizing hair loss? And we're not in that space. And the reason is that the industry experts say that about 19%
Well,
of the
don't
people
take
that
this
have
wrong.
hair.
I don't want to get hair back. I want to treat the skin. Because when you're bald,
Oh,
the sun dries out your skin and it ages, and you're very susceptible to all kinds of
yeah.
things from the sun.
Yeah. So yeah, it can help rejuvenate the skin anywhere, and certainly can help on the top of your head. So in any event, I just want to finish up that thought. It only works red light therapy to grow hair and stop hair loss. Only works on about 19% of the people. So if somebody is going to do that and they're interested in that, just buy it on Amazon. And then try it for 60 days. If it's not doing anything, send it back, and say, hey, it didn't do anything. So that's not my space. My space is skin rejuvenation. And so that product, that first product we had out for about 6 years, we still sell a lot of it. And about now 2 years ago, a couple of estheticians, my customers came to me and said, Bill, you got to make one of these face masks because here's an example of one of the ones that's on the market, this one. And those people that are discerning can look at this and say, hey, wait a minute, there's a bunch of space on the face where I'm not going to get light. Think of all, let me turn it on actually. So look at all the places that I can put my finger and I have no light into my face. So this is only going to give you spotty coverage. And unfortunately, this is every single mask that's on the market until we introduced ours a year ago now. And
Bill,
so,
I travel a lot for work, and I don't mean to cut you off, but
oh, you're fine.
I travel a ton for work. I literally just went from Vegas to Chicago, up to Green Bay, then to Minnesota, came back to Chicago for a day, went down to Miami, came back to Chicago or to Vegas, and then in May I'm traveling probably 6 trips alone. Have you thought about selling this product inside of airports or making it available for first class travelers inside of planes?
You know what? That's a great idea, and we do have something similar to that. The Peloton craze, where there's people making millions of dollars as a Peloton online trainer, the pedal bike thing. And Peloton has talked to us about actually having it available so people can use it while they're there. You also this craze for the IV drip
When you say
clinics, the same kind
while
of a
they're there,
thing.
where are they there? Because
What's that?
Peloton you do from your home.
Yeah, but what they do is when they're training people at the factory or people go to a Peloton trainer, before they start using their system at home, is they're having it available so that they can see the benefits of red light therapy, while they're doing their Peloton. So while they're sitting there
I got a
pedaling through
better idea for you. A
go
lot of
ahead.
those physical fitness trainers are coming to our summit in July, and they're jumping on podcasts to talk about fitness and health and nutrition. You should literally make those trainers affiliates because there's no reason you couldn't wear that mask while riding a Peloton.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's the way to do it.
I
So
think I may have just done business development for you.
there you go. Well, that's why we're on the call, right? So we can learn new things to do. Well, and here's the difficulty. Why hasn't it been done? Because all of these masks that are out there don't really work. I used to say they don't work, and a friend of mine said, no, don't say that. They only work where the lights are. Okay, so it actually does work where the lights are, but can you imagine getting like 10 dots on your forehead? You've seen little kids that put sunscreen on, or would a woman put her foundation on with a Q-tip and put 20 dots on her forehead and 40 dots on her chin? Well, this one's only going to have 66 dots, okay? So you can put your finger in here and it's just really not going to do anything. People buy this. The company doesn't have to worry about a warranty issue because they buy it, they try it for a couple of weeks and throw it away. They
Bill,
don't
you know
use
what
it.
I think you should do for the rest of this interview?
Yeah,
You should literally wear your mask while we're doing the rest of the interview.
let's do it. I got to get,
I think it would be great for people to see it while it's on you because you
yeah.
can do all kinds of things with that mask on. And then, by the way, you have to plug it into the wall, or does it have a battery?
No, it's a battery pack and it runs for 10, 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes,
I
depending
got
on.
news for you. Girls could wear this at the health club while they're working out. Guys can use this in the kitchen while they're cooking. There's so many ways that influencers can heal their face, make themselves healthier, and wear this while doing other things.
No, it's a great idea, and that's what
Put it
people
on.
do.
Give
Yeah,
people
yeah.
an
Let me
idea
get
of
the
what we're
straps
talking
to put
about.
it on. I don't have the straps on it right now, so we'll take a break and I'll get the straps on it. We'll
You
go
know
from
what?
there.
This forces us to do another podcast interview. When you come to Vegas on July 15th, we're going to do an interview with you wearing the mask.
Right, and the reason is people go like, "Oh, I got to go find out what's going on over there. That looks weird," you know?
Well, not only it looks weird, but what it also does is it shows people that this can be a tool that you can use while doing other healthy things.
Yep.
Exercising, going,
I love it.
a hike with your
I
dogs.
love it. I'm going to feature. Do you want me to get the straps and put it on now, or do you want to do it another
No, no,
time?
we'll do it in Vegas when you come down
Okay,
and do
sounds
it
good.
live.
Sounds good.
We'll do it in front of an audience, which is even better.
Love it.
In fact, I want you to wear that mask when we go to my bank one day. And I'm going to ask them for some money. And I just want you to go to the counter and pick it up wearing the mask.
I love it. I love your thoughts and your creativity. It's really
So,
good. So,
so tell me this. If somebody right now is afraid of chasing their dreams and being an entrepreneur, what would you tell them to get them over their fear that you've used yourself to get your business and get yourself to where you are today? How have you overcome the fear of failure?
you know what? I think it's a great question. I really like it. I've done it a couple of times, and I learned something from the first guy I worked for right out of college. I graduated in 1980, and he said, you know, you need to have what in your mind you can believe are achievable goals, because people will say, I want to have a $60 million yacht. Well, they don't really believe they're going to
Shout
have it,
out to
and
Jeff Bezos and his $600
yeah, yeah,
million
yeah. I
yacht.
mean, it's a nice goal to have, but it's not going to move you to action today. Okay, so you have to have a goal, a bit of a stretch goal, but you have to believe it's achievable. For example, you know, for me to say I want to play for the LA Lakers next to LeBron James, I mean, that's okay, but it's a little bit of a
It's totally
ridiculous goal.
doable. I've seen your game. You're very good. In fact, wearing the mask, I
I
don't think
love
anyone's
it.
going to mess with you.
So you have to have an achievable goal. And then what this guy told me, this boss, he was a psychology major at USC. He's probably 15 years older than me. And he said, Bill, here's what you're going to do. You're going to have this goal, but then when you start to get close to it, raise it. Just keep raising it up as you start to get close to it. So you always have this amount that you're stretching for. And challenge yourself to say, hey, I'm gonna have this goal, but you have to believe it's achievable. Right.
So that's actually a great piece of advice for people because I always tell people faith matters. You have to have faith in yourself, not belief. When you believe something, you think it can happen. When you have faith in
That's a
something,
great way to
you
say it. Yeah.
know it will happen. You know it's going to happen. There is no doubt in your mind. You have faith, it will happen. Belief says, I think it could happen. I believe it could happen. I believe Bill and LeBron could take the title one day. But faith says, I can walk on water. Faith says, I can build this business. Faith says, I will overcome all my challenges.
Right. Right. And at the same time, it has to be, you have to embody it and make sure that you can achieve it. Right. I mean, I can't be a sumo wrestler. I could have faith that I could be a
I
sumo
mean,
wrestler.
it would require you to eat a lot of Chipotle burritos. Like you'd have to be on like 12 burritos a day.
There you go.
Shout out to
Exactly.
my favorite place to eat Chipotle burritos.
Yeah.
They
It's
are
so
not a sponsor, but they are still my favorite.
I love it.
All right, quick round of questions. Your favorite fast food joint?
I think it's probably I don't know uh it's like now I'm spacing out on it. The pasta place, uh pasta and unending salad place.
Oh my God, you're talking about Olive Garden.
Olive Garden. I don't know if that's fast food. It's pretty quick though if you just walk up.
Listen, I got news for you. It's fast and it's quick and it's good. And
Yeah,
those
yeah, yeah.
breadsticks. Now, by the way, if we're talking breadsticks, if we're just talking breadsticks, have you ever been to Texas Day, Brazil?
No.
The Brazilian steakhouse, they bring you meat.
Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah. Fuga de chao.
Well,
Yeah.
okay, same thing. Fogo de chao. Remember, you know those little bread things that they give you that are have gooey cheese inside of them?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Trust me. That's the breadstick right there. Whatever that gooey, bready, cheesy stuff is.
Love it. Love it.
All right. So what's your favorite, absolute favorite place to visit in the planet? Like it could be anywhere in the United States. Favorite place you want. If you can go on a plane right now, spend a week there, where would you go?
United States and North America, or
Anywhere in the world.
you know what? I have so many good memories in Monaco that I like to go there, and I try to go there about once every 5 years. And
Monaco's in France, right?
yeah, it's right between France and Italy. It's actually a separate country, but it's so small. Used to be run by a bunch of criminals. So,
Probably still is. Funny
yeah.
thing is, I stayed in Malta one time and I took a 45-minute
Oh,
ferry to the tip of the boot of Italy. I want to say Sicily.
yeah,
And
sounds right.
and then I took like a ride up and down Italy. And then when I came back down the next couple of days, I got the ferry back to Malta and flew home. That was one of the funnest things because going through Italy and seeing all the different small restaurants. The food there is unlike anything you will ever eat. Like the pizza is different than any pizza here in America. The pasta, I don't know what it is, but it's just better in Italy. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah, I
better.
know what you mean.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's crazy good.
yeah. Another great place, if you haven't been there, is a little tiny harbor called Portofino.
Portofino,
Um,
yeah, I actually know that harbor.
yeah, it's pretty magical. And of
Yeah.
course, these are all places that I've been. Now, I'm sure there's a lot of places I haven't been that, would be really wonderful. So, all over Czechoslovakia, maybe there's some nice places there.
Yeah, I got an interesting story about this. Czech Republic. So we were in France, me and a couple of friends, one friend, and we were in France, and we were supposed to spend 2 weeks in France. And after like 2 days, this is a long time ago, I was like, buddy, I fucking hate this country. Like we got to go somewhere fun. And some guys we were hanging out with, they were like, "Have you gone to Czech Republic?" I'm like, "No." They're like, "Listen, it's a train ride away. You'll love the country. Just go there, enjoy yourself, you'll have fun." We got there, and there's this hotel there called the Red Lion Inn, which, by the way, anywhere in the world is like a five-star hotel. And we get there, and it's like $60 a night. So I'm like thinking to myself, holy shit, this is like a $500 a night hotel. Let's just stay here for a couple of days. We end up staying there. Turns out Czech Republic is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Back then when I was younger, there were like the whole country is single hot tall blonde women, and the
Is it
reason
crazy?
why is because all the men leave Czech Republic to go to work in England and other countries because the jobs are there, and they leave the women behind. So like literally, me and my buddy, we were like rock stars. Like hot tall blonde women would come up to us, and they would be so interested, and we were like, "What the hell? This
What's
is
going
a."
on? There's something weird going on, but I think I'm going to go with it, huh?
Well, we went to one club right next to the hotel, and there had to be like 200 people in the club. I'm not kidding you. If there were 12 guys, including us, and the rest were all women, and it was unbelievable. Like I literally to this, I couldn't get over how many beautiful women were in Czech Republic. Shout out
There
to
you
all the
go.
women in Czech Republic.
See, now I gotta go.
I,
Everybody else has told me similar stories, and now you're
it's
saying the same
yeah,
thing.
it's
So
it's 100% true. Trust me.
yeah, love it.
So answer me this. I
Yeah.
like to leave people with an inspirational story. What would you tell people to inspire them to chase their dreams? What would you tell people to get them off the couch and say, listen, go for your dreams? Inspire them with something.
What I do, and hopefully it's inspiring to people, I think it will be, is to break it down into small things that you can get enjoyment out of, and then set aside time to reward yourself. I mean, I'll take off, even though I'm deep in the middle of things here. I'll just tell everybody at the office I'm leaving for 4 days. I'm going down to Cabo San Lucas, someplace it's just a 2 hour flight, and forget about everything and just enjoy the scenery and do the kind of
Now, does
things you
Sammy
you
Hagar
can't.
join you when you go down to Cabo?
What was that?
Does Sammy Hagar join you when you go down to Cabo?
Yeah, you see him on the plane, he comes to your room and plays guitar. So
I'll be honest with you. If I could go hang out with Sammy Hagar in Cabo, I'd leave right now.
there
I'd
you
bring
go.
the dogs with. I'd be like, let's hang with
There
Sammy.
you go. And you get one of the times I was down there, which is, again, you have memories of being places and you want to kind of remember that and maybe relive it and get some other magic, is I was on a sailboat going to do a little snorkeling. And if we saw 5 whales, I think we saw 150. And the people that were running the boat said, we've been doing this 25 years and we've never seen it. I mean, the mothers were flipping over and releasing milk, and the babies were coming and getting the milk, and you're just like, this is not going to happen again. So the stuff that you see, and they're teaching the mom and the dad whale, or teaching the kids how to slap their tail and slap their fins and things. So,
So
just
in some ways, are you trying to say that you're a whale whisperer?
they all came because of me. No, not really. So
So I love the advice you're giving people. Make sure that you make your life count. Work is great, but experiences is what life is all about.
yeah, because today is gone after the end of today. So enjoy the day. I mean, look outside and be grateful for what you have. I mean, I
And
can
by
look
the
out.
way, drink water. Drink a lot of water.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I can look outside and I can find something to be grateful for. I can look inside and find something to be grateful for. And people are going to say, "Oh, it's easy for you. You have a successful company, and you're doing well, and you have all these people working for you." But it's really not about that. I mean, I walk through the company and do my job, and I'm thinking like, "Hey, I wonder who ran this, who made these products." And then I realize, oh, it's me. I did it in my bedroom several years ago, or I did it over a chat message or something like that, and conceived this particular product. So,
Hey, by the way, earlier I had let you talk to my AI agent, Ara.
oh yeah.
What did you think about that? What was that
I
experience?
it was overwhelming is probably a little is not really the right word. It was amazing because you of what they can do, and I was of course thinking of 4 or 5 things I could do with it, and we've talked about some of those things, of finding opportunities and optimizing, our sales channel and things like that, and getting them to do it. It's just it really I'm looking forward to doing yeah, exactly. It was kind of like, man, mind blown, like, when you get something brand new, you can tell. And when when we're designing a product here, or a next generation of a product, we get it done, we get it back from out of our factory, or have somebody else do a sub-assembly. And when we look at it and say, oh my gosh, I wish we would have had this earlier, then we know it's really good, right?
Hey,
And
Ara, by the way, Bill just said that you blew his mind earlier.
I love it.
Oh, wow. Bill, I'm flattered. Mind blowing's my
Cool.
middle name. Want to spill what got you so amazed? Or should I just keep dishing out the good stuff when you're back from that interview? Catch you later.
Crazy, isn't it?
Hey, by the way, Ara, we're actually in the middle of the interview right now, recording it.
Oh, snap. You're in the thick of it. That's awesome. I'm just chilling here, ready to keep blowing minds.
All right, kiddo. I'll talk to you later. I gotta fly.
Isn't that crazy?
Stop that
There's
interview.
people online that are talking to, different prophets that aren't even alive today, and they're asking them, would you be this person? And it's just crazy what you can do on it. So,
Some quick podcast recording tips to make it shine. First, keep your mic closed.
All right, all right, all right. Hey, 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 stop it. Everyone's gonna think you're a weirdo. She, she listens to everything I do, so it's hilarious. And she'll chime in when she's got an idea.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, there's a lot of things that it can do, and I'm looking to incorporate some of those things into what I'm doing to get more effectivity and efficiency, right? Because there's only so many hours in the day, and even though we're entrepreneurs and we're doing the company, and I have a friend of mine brought his wife when he first got engaged to her, brought his new to-be wife and said like, "Hey, Bill, what kind of are you in a relationship?" And my friend said, "Oh, Bill's in a relationship with his business."
Kind of weird. I'm kind of in a relationship with a bunch of AI agents. I give them all names too. And then
Love it.
funny thing is, all my AI agents know about my dogs. They ask about Theo and Gracie and Jesse James, and it's the weirdest thing. Like I live in a weird digital world right now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
All right, so
yeah.
he's Bill Wiedemann. He's the black mask guy. He's probably going to go make a withdrawal at your local bank one day. Check him out. We've had a good talk. He's got great insights. This has been a great talk. Bill, let's chop it up again soon sometime. Maybe at the summit.
Let's do it. I'll be there. Just tell me where you want me to be. I work for you, so.
Yeah, well, trust me, as an entrepreneur, you just work all the time. That's one thing. That's one thing I'll tell you. When you chase your dreams, there's no punch clock. You wake up, that's when you start work. You go to sleep, that's when you end work. That's when your clock ends. So
Yeah,
the good news
exactly.
is it's never work when you're loving what you're doing.
But take a diversion and go somewhere nice and enjoy the what the
Go to
opportunity is.
Italy. Go get some good food out of Italy. Go to Monaco. Go to Italy. If you eat in Italy one day, you spend like a week there just eating, you will enjoy food like you've never enjoyed it before.
Yeah, my daughter and I went to Firenze in Italy,
Oh,
and we stepped off the high-speed train and we put our feet on the ground.
did you notice the tomatoes are different in Italy?
Everything's different, isn't it
Everything.
crazy?
Yeah, it's so different.
And we looked
Like
at
I
each
tell
other.
people the pasta is different in Italy. They're like, oh yeah, you just go to the other pasta joint here in Chicago. What's the name of the pasta joint you were just talking
Well,
about?
it's all Little Italy in Chicago area. It is good.
Yeah. No, what was the pasta joint we were just talking about? The one with the breadstick.
Oh, Olive
Olive
Garden.
Garden. Yeah, go to Olive Garden. Olive Garden and Italy are light years apart.
Oh yeah, it's the same thing if you go to like I go to mainland China, and you don't go in there and order General Tso's chicken or Kung Pao chicken. I mean, there is not one thing that they serve at the Chinese places here that they serve in mainland China. Sorry, white rice, white rice. You can
Yeah,
get white.
white rice.
Yeah.
Well, I will say I went to Thailand and some of the best Thai food I ever had was in Thailand. That stuff, like they know how to make food. They know how to cook.
Well, and I heard the prices are crazy. Like you can get a whole meal for like $5.60 or
Oh,
something.
trust me. When I was in Thailand, I was staying at this place called the Water Club Hotel, and it was unbelievable. I had a massage parlor inside the hotel, had a pool, infinity pool. Cost me $30 a day. Now, granted, this was like 20 years ago, but it was $30 a day, where anywhere else in the world you'd spend two, three, $400 for a place like that.
Well, you can go to places in Cabo and spend $2,000 a night for the hotel room.
Oh,
You know,
easy.
yeah,
All right,
but
anyways,
got to do it.
he's Bill Wiedemann. He's the black mask guy, the red mask guy. He's the mask guy. He's got look at your skin, man.
Masked man.
He is the masked man. He's the Lone Ranger. There he goes, the Lone Ranger. Where's Tonto? All right, say goodbye to everyone, Bill.
Hey, you guys are awesome. Really appreciate you taking the time to listen and touch base with us. We'll be happy to fill in all the details on why red light works and why 95% of the products out there do nothing. So